Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Genetics Unsealed. I'm your host, Folabimi Adeleke, and welcome to another episode. Okay, when humans migrate, they don't just carry tools, language, and stories, they carry genes. And these genes don't remain static, they mutate, mix, spread, disappear, reappear, and sometimes, under the right conditions, transform entire populations. Today's episode is about human migrations and back migrations from deep prehistory to the present, but with a sharper focus. What genes mattered, when they emerged, and why movement shaped who we are today. This is not a story of superior genes, it is a story of contingency, environment, and interaction. Before leaving Africa. Before Homo sapiens left Africa, some of the most important genetic foundations of our species were already in place. FOXP2, speech and language. Key mutations in FOXP2 date back at least 200,000 to 300,000 years and is shared with Neanderthals and is evolved in speech, motor control, and language learning. This tells us something crucial. Language did not suddenly appear after migration, it traveled with us. Brain development genes such as SRGAB2 duplications and AHGAP11B. These emerged earlier in Homo evolution and contributed to cortical expansion, neuroplasticity, and prolonged childhood learning. These traits made humans especially adaptable, not specialized. Early humans in Africa had high melanin levels, protection which called, helped with protection against UV radiation and preservation of folate. When humans left Africa, they passed through a population bottleneck. A small number of individuals gave rise to all non African populations. This didn't create better genes, it reduced diversity. HLL genes, immune recognition, lost diversity, but this was later compensated through interbreeding with Neanderthals and Denisovans. Migration created vulnerability, admixture restores resilience. When humans encountered Neanderthals, they didn't just exchange culture, they exchanged survival tools, including DNA. Neanderthal intraregression contributed variants affecting toll-like receptors, antiviral responses, and information control. These helped humans survive new Eurasian pathogens. Neanderthal DNA influenced keratin production, skin thickness, and hair texture. These adaptations were useful in colder, less sunny climates. Although some of these same genes today increase risk of autoimmune diseases, allergies, and depression. Evolution selects for survival, not long-term well-being. Denisovan integration was rare, but extraordinarily powerful. EPS1, high altitude adaptation. Denisovan derived, allowed for efficient oxygen use and found in Tibetan populations, selected within the last 3,000 to 8,000 years. This was one of the clearest examples of humans adapting via gene flow, not mutation. Denisovan ancestry also influenced fat metabolism and pathogen resistance in Southeast Asia and Oceania. Without Denisovans, modern humans would have struggled in these environments. Light skin did not evolve once, it evolved independently multiple times. Some key genes SLC2485, SLC4582, and OCA2. These variants arose after migration into low UV regions and spread through selection for vitamin D synthesis and differs between Europe and East Asia. There is no single light skin gene and no racial boundary. Skin color is one of evolution's clearest examples of local adaptation, not ancestry. The Neanderthal revolution didn't just change culture, it changed DNA. This affected the ability to digest milk as adults, and evolved independently in Europe, East Africa, and parts of the Middle East, with strong selection in the last 5,000 to 7,000 years. This gene spreaded people, not ideas. Amylase, copy number, AMY1. More copies equaled better starch digestion and, and, uh, and increased in agricultural populations, which showed how diet reshaped genomes rapidly. Agriculture selected genes, it didn't require them beforehand. Steppe migrations reshaped Eurasia genetically. Polygenic traits related to stature, bone density, metabolism, and metabolism shifted with new ancestry mixes. Increased population density led to selection in immune genes, new disease pressures, and genetic trade offs. Genes didn't cause civilization, civilization reshaped genes. Micromigrations and gene return. Genes didn't leave Africa, they came back. Eurasian ancestry re entered Africa multiple times, introducing Neanderthal derived variants, Eurasian immune alleles, and dietary adaptations. Africa today is genetically the most diverse place on Earth because of constant movement, not isolation. Evolution didn't stop with history. Malaria and sickle cell, pilot selection, they they proved to be protective in heterozygotes and deadly in homozygotes. Yeah, CCR5 to CCR5 delta 32. It confers resistance to some viral infections and possibly in selected for during historic epidemics. Dense cities reshape immune systems, disease susceptibility, and stress responses. Modern humans are still evolving, just unevenly. When we track genes through migrations, one truth becomes unavoidable. Genes follow people. People follow opportunity. Adaptation follows environment. No population is static. No genome is pure. Your DNA is not a category. It's a timeline of survival decisions. From speech and skin color to immunity and digestion, the genes we carry today are the echoes of countless migrations, encounters, and environments. Human evolution is not about destiny, it's about movement. That's all for this episode of Genetics Unsealed. Until next time, stay curious. This is your host, Folabemi Adeleke, signing out.